it. Living Waters presents On the Box.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of On the Box, and Ray and I will not giggle.
Men
you
don't
blew
giggle.
it already.
Men don't giggle.
Men don't. What do we do? We chuckle?
We lose it.
We lose it. We will not lose it today. We were looking for some. I was looking for some footage.
We started early.
I was looking for some footage of the great spider caper. Apparently, Mark is continuing to work on next week's behind the scenes, which will include that. And by the way, I did not jump. I merely stepped back into a tactical position.
Speedily.
Speedily. Well, you shouldn't go slowly into a tactical position.
With facial expression of fear so that you would intimidate your enemy.
Exactly. Because if I'm scared, they better be really scared. Right. But anyway, it was funny nonetheless. We have got Miguel Esparza with us. Ray, I'm over here. We're over here. We're doing the show right here in this camera.
We have a soundtrack in the audience.
Oh, yes. We have a
Yeah, real man.
Well, I didn't scream like a girl. I swatted it.
Yeah.
Of course, I've had several dreams about large black spiders lately, but, you know. Anyways, we have Miguel Esparza with us. We're not going to go to Miguel yet. Good. He says good.
What color is he? Green?
I don't know. They're still working on his flesh, but Danny's trying to wind up the spider. All right, ontheboxlivingwaters.com. If you can think of any way we can regain control of this program.
Turn it off.
In addition to Miguel, though, we do have Anita behind the camera. And Anita and Liz, as we shared yesterday, went out to Cincinnati last weekend to help TJ and Kelly Wilder, our state representatives in Kentucky, at a homeschool convention. She had a wonderful conversation with a Mormon family, what they're doing at a Christian homeschooling conference. I don't know, but hey, it was an opportunity to share the gospel and make friends with others. Well, the ladies had some challenges getting there and some challenges getting back, and they had to be booked on another flight, but it was a good thing because it was a straight shot from the Cincinnati area to L.A. They didn't have to take a connecting flight. So they get their boarding passes, and Anita reads the words "ready to board" on the boarding pass. Now, the interpretation is everything, right? There's only one right interpretation, that of the writer. Anita picked the wrong one. Anita thought the interpretation meant, they want me to get on the plane right now. Not that she was merely ready to board when the time came. So her and Liz did the O.J. Simpson through the terminal.
Slow-mo.
Slow-mo. You have to be about 40, 50 years old to understand that joke. And they get to the terminal. They see that the doors are closed. They see a pilot in the cockpit.
So they're panicking.
They're panicking now. So Anita decides to walk up to the window. Now, these windows are like 2 or 3 inches thick, bulletproof glass. And she's...
That was the door she was hitting.
He's so lying.
It's the door that she was hitting, and it was Liz that was doing the window.
Oh, well, Liz was at the window.
Yeah,
okay, well, Anita's pounding on the door. Liz is going like this, trying to get a pilot's attention of a 747. Stop the plane! We're important!
Liz is the blonde. She gets the attention.
So Anita doesn't realize that since 9/11, they don't open doors once they're closed.
And it's also not wise. It's not wise to pound on any doors anywhere.
In an airport.
No.
In an international airport. Not wise.
Not wise.
So one of the ladies there working at the terminal goes, "Young lady,
What are you doing?
what are you doing and why?" "We're going to miss our plane. We're missing." "We're not boarding for another hour and a half."
It's an hour and a half early.
She's an hour and a half early. Anita was way ready to board, but they weren't ready for her to board yet.
She wanted to come home.
Yes. So, anyways, we've gotten several responses to our pleas to people at ontheboxlivingwaters.com if they want to actually see Anita on the program.
Oh, yes.
And there was, I think, at least one wedding proposal on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, something close. Something like "she is cute" or something like that. So
that's close.
But any proposals have to go through us, right? We will qualify any suitors. So All right, we spent way too much time on
Getting
Anita.
ourselves in trouble.
Moving along.
You're like the boss. No, you can't get in trouble. She just touched the camera.
So ask me how I'm doing.
How you doing?
No good. I got a wasp sting my finger this morning.
Where?
There. I thought
It's
it was
not even swollen.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought that's swollen until I checked it with the other one. That's why I got 2 wasp stings. No, it was just here. But you know, Tony, I can't wait for the Lord to come.
No more wasp stings?
No more wasp stings.
How did you get stung?
I picked up a ladder and I went, because I was going to take it inside, I thought I'll give it a jolt in case there's spiders on it. No spiders on it, just a wasp biting my finger. But seriously, new heavens, new earth.
You didn't
no
even
more
swell up?
No, there's nothing much to swell up. It's just, that's it. But
I would look like the Michelin Man if I got
really?
stung by
I
a
did
wasp.
a little dance.
You did?
I always do a dance when I get, and then I start
you?
limping for half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get that on video? Because you always have a camera with you.
Yeah.
That would
Oh,
be-
speaking of that.
Of course.
I went to Sarita's college this morning.
Yeah, you keep going without me, but that's
Yeah,
another
but it's
conversation.
I'm just doing one-to-one. And remember, whenever I went last Thursday, it was just a downer. I couldn't get anyone.
Right.
First two people, both totally repentant. It
Wow.
was absolutely wonderful. I was so encouraged. I put them in moral dilemmas. I said, okay, you find your apartment is next door to a bank, and you find a secret door on your side that leads you into the vault, and there are billions and billions, so much that I don't know how much is in the vault. You can take $2 million, and no one will know. Would you take it?
What'd they
And the
say?
first guy says, I think I would. I said, second moral dilemma for you. Some lady wants to get rid of her husband. She's very, very rich. All you have to do when she walks out of the room with her husband is drop one cyanide pill into his coffee and she'll give you $10 million. You will not get caught. Nobody knows about this but you and her. Would you do it? And he said no. And then we got into morality and through the gospel and it was really good. And he was very repentant. And the second girl was very repentant too. So these are for
Excellent.
Living Waters University. So
I love it
was
when you come
so
up with new
encouraged.
stuff, because then I get to go try your new stuff.
Yeah, well, this guy says, why do you mind stealing but you don't want to kill? And that's when God, he says, I don't want to do that because I want you to heaven. Because he knew that.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it was a great time.
Hey, you know, Danny has been under the weather, but Danny is back. Bunker Cam shot, please. Bunker Cam! Now! You're a little slow, Danny.
Danny's
There he
oh,
is.
yeah.
Now, that is Bunker Bear. That comes to us from, well, it came to Danny, actually. She hasn't gotten us any gifts yet. No pressure, Ina. That comes from Ina, the Trish Ramos of Norway. She heard that Danny was under the weather, and so she got him a bear and had it delivered. And he's carrying a little pill, feel better soon.
Wow.
But his name is now Bunker Bear, and he is the official studio mascot for On the Box. Thank you,
I
Ina.
like that beer. What do you get for a wasp sting?
What do you get if you're sitting next to a guy who keeps whining about his wasp sting with no swelling?
I think I get a beer. Oh,
You do.
look at that.
There you go.
That's neat.
Oh, no.
Still photo on that.
Hey, are we going to talk to Trish today?
Yes,
You want to call her?
I think I can.
Why don't you call her while we talk to Miguel for a moment? We're going to do a switch here. Miguel, how are you, man?
I am great.
All right, settle down. Look at that. Hey, what are you wearing there, man? What are you
I
wearing? What are
am
you
wearing the first ever.
Yeah, don't look at the TV, man. Look at the camera.
I am wearing
There
the
you go.
first ever Aguas Vivientes polo shirt. It is a translation of Living Waters. It looks the same, but you have to look really close. And it says right here, it says aguasvivientes.com.
Living
Inspirar,
Waters.
equipar y cumplir. Inspire, equip, and fulfill.
All right, man. So you and Robert, your trusty assistant and all-around nice guy, you guys are heading to Expolite 2012. What is that, and why are you going?
Yes, really quick, before we get to Expo Lead, I just wanted to...
Oh, yes, I forgot!
Yes, today is my mom's birthday.
Yeah!
Yes.
Happy birthday, Mom!
And they are watching from the beautiful city of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, along with the rest of my family. And I just want to say, Mom, I did not forget your birthday. Happy birthday.
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
love
hang
you.
on.
And may God bless you.
Hang on. Tell me that this is not in lieu of a gift or a card to your mom.
No, this is not. I actually talked to her over the weekend.
Okay, all right.
And
all right.
I at that point, I realized that today was her birthday. So, Mom, I love you. Happy birthday.
What's your mom's name?
Consuelo.
Consuelo, happy birthday from all of us here at Living Waters.
Amen.
And the minions in the chat room.
Send her a beer.
Send her a bear.
Beer.
That's a good idea.
All right, so Explead 2012. Come on, we're running out of time. Let's
Okay,
go. What are we doing there?
Yes, this is the fourth year in a row that Living Waters Aguas Vivientes will be at Explead. And for those of you that don't know what it is one of the largest Spanish Christian speaking conferences and conventions where a group of ministries, Christian media, evangelists, Christian artists are there for a whole week of workshops, conferences, and much more. And one of the things that we're doing this year is God opened the door for us to screen the Spanish version of 180 during their mini film festival that's going to happen on Sunday, May the 6th at 3:30 at the Explead conference. We will be screening 180 to general attendance and to the media, and we're going to have after it's screened, we're going to be doing a Q&A sessions with the participants, attendees, and the media, which is going to be really exciting.
And where is Explead? What
this happens in Miami, Florida. In the Miami Convention Center.
Okay.
And again, we're really excited because it gives us the opportunity to network and to speak and to get to know other ministries and potential distributors, TV networks that have opened the doors in the past for us to be airing The Way of the Master in Latin America, and also to be able to distribute our resources in Latin America as well. So we're very excited about it, and we're going to be talking about 180, basically.
What's going on in Guadalajara in September?
Guadalajara, this is very exciting because we are holding our first ever International Ambassadors Academy in Spanish. That's going to be in the city of Guadalajara, Mexico, in September 7th, 8th, and 9th. And we are in the registration process, and we're going to be having people from all over Latin America, Costa Rica, Argentina, Colombia, Mexico, people from Canada that are going to be attending the first ever Ambassadors Academy. And I'm very excited because it's really going to allow us to do what we've done here in the ministry in Living Waters, which is to have a network of ambassadors that are really going to be serving as an extension of Aguas Vivientes and some of these Latin American countries. Really exciting, and we're praying for that as well.
And the Spanish website, how that's going? Brad is working hard on that. Any updates to give us on that?
Yeah, one of the biggest updates is now we have completely translated the Spanish. The store, the Aguas Vivientes store, is now completely translated to Spanish, including the shopping cart that's in Spanish. And we just recently added the ability for people to be able to download the Way of the Master Spanish version Season 2 or any of the episodes, the 13 episodes, directly from our website, aguasvivientes.com, directly to their PCs. You just go to the store, select the episode or episodes you want, and now we've seen people from countries as far away as Argentina, Canada, and Spain that are taking advantage of this, and it's really been a blessing because we don't have distributors yet in those countries. So please, if you know of anyone that would benefit from this, go to aguasvivientes.com and you can episode the Spanish version of The Way of the Master Season 2.
And what's the latest on Way of the Master Season 2?
The Way of the Master Season 2 is now, since July of last year, it's been airing in all of Latin America through a TV network called Enlace, which is a sister station of TVN. Now, in the United States, it's airing on Spanish Christian networks like Almavisión, Vida TV, La Fuente, Alerta TV, and a growing list of local TV networks here, domestic TV networks in the U.S. that it's going to be airing on. I also want to mention that we are now working towards starting the project to dub Season 3 of The Way of the Master. So please pray for that, as that will be a great blessing as well.
All right, and Spanish resources, are they making their way through Central and South America?
Yes, since about September, October of last year, we're working with a distributor that is helping us distribute our resources throughout all of Latin America. We're not in all of the countries, as I mentioned earlier. We're still trying to get a vendor that is going to help us distribute them in Argentina and Spain as well. But please keep that in prayer as our resources are making their way down. And as well, I wanted to mention not only the resources in Latin America, we are working, and very soon, in the next couple of months, we will be launching the School of Biblical Evangelism in Spanish.
Wow.
That is really huge, and we know it's going to be a great blessing, and we have people asking for that, so please pray for that as well, and let anybody, Spanish-speaking friends that you may have, let them know that coming soon we will be launching the Spanish version of the School of Biblical Evangelism. So we're very, very excited of all these things that are happening in the Spanish ministry, Aguas Vivientes.
And we thought we worked hard.
This all makes sense now.
It does?
Yeah, why you asked me if you got your phone? We
Why?
called Trish 20 minutes ago.
No, we didn't. It's 6 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah, that's evangelistic.
What do you mean that's evangelistic?
I'm evangelistic. I'm paying for the call.
No, it's a cell phone to cell phone call. You're not paying for anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Trish, are you
We
still
can leave
there?
her on hold all we want.
Are you still there?
She's on the same circuit.
Yes, I am. I'm
You've been-
still here and I'm mesmerized and all of that.
Oh, yeah,
Will you be in?
we haven't even
Miguel?
said we
Wait a
have,
minute. You've been waiting for 7 minutes.
we haven't even said goodbye yet to Miguel.
Oh,
That's
he's
right.
staying, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's staying, but we
Okay,
kind
well,
of just ended abruptly.
Oh, Miguel, that was great.
Agua,
Yeah.
aguavivientes.com, aguavivientes.com, aguavivientes.com. See how I did that?
That was great.
Excelente.
Thank you. That's the
Muy
best
bien.
Spanish I've learned since No Se Mueve.
No, sir.
Bueno.
Hey,
Manos
Trish.
arriba. Hi, Trish.
Hey, Trish.
Hi,
Trish.
guys.
Hey.
All right, it's my turn, Miguel.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to say hi to Trish.
Well, okay, how many more times do you want to say hi to Trish?
Hi, Trish. Hi, Trish.
11
Hi,
minutes, 21
Hi,
seconds left in the
Anita's
show.
laugh.
Okay, all right. So, Trish,
Yes,
what did you do this weekend?
I had a great weekend. I went to a ladies' retreat that I was speaking at on Joy, and
where
it
was
in
that?
Wichita Falls, about 2 hours from my house, and so my friend Kristen and I jumped in the car and headed there. It was beautiful weather, just a beautiful blue day, and but we got lost. My GPS always tends to do that, but I think the truth is I don't know how to read it. I still can't figure the thing out, but I got lost, and the most amazing thing was we saw a street sign, and guess what the street sign said?
What?
Joy.
Lost. Oh.
Yeah, which was great because that was the theme of the whole retreat. And on the way, we stopped and saw. We got a little bite to eat at Sonic. I know you guys don't have Sonics out there, but it's just
Yeah, we
kind
do.
of like a.
Don't we have Sonics out here? We do, but they're not in and out, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly. By the way, In-N-Out come here, and
I know.
I've been there probably
Yeah.
about 7 times.
So what happened at Sonic?
Oh yeah, there was a cute dog and a man eating his food, and so instead of sitting in our car when you roll up to order, it's an old-fashioned thing where you just roll up and place your order. We thought, well, we'll get out and give him some tracts, and he didn't seem too interested in talking, but that was okay. We just told him make sure that you read the back of the track, and then we hit up everyone else there at the Sonic, and it was just
see
really
the
neat
dog
because we were
moving.
driving. What was that?
I can see the
No,
dog.
nothing, Trish.
I can see the dog
Nothing.
moving at the
Go
man's,
ahead, no.
at the man's feet.
Squirrel, Ray! Squirrel! Forget it. No, that's not what, no. It's okay, Trish. Okay. So, all right, so you get to the
we
car.
drove away. It was great. Everyone was beaming when we left.
Everyone was beaming or steaming?
They were smiling and
Oh,
waving
okay,
at us,
beaming.
which was really cool.
Beaming.
You know, so it's not like every time, obviously, we have to, preach the gospel to people. That's not
Sure.
always going to be the case. So sometimes you just leave the track and run, and it brought them a lot of joy. So hopefully they'll leave it back as we encourage them to do.
Amen. So what church did you go to there in Wichita Falls?
Yeah, it was called Trinity Baptist Church, and it was actually located in Amarillo, Texas, and the ladies drove 4 hours to get to this camp that was in the middle of
4
nowhere in the
hours?
boonies. Yes, they did. I only had to drive 2, which was great. They drove 4 hours, and like I said, it was on Joy. And so I went through the book of Philippians and started in chapter 1 with verses 3 and 4, where Paul says that he thanks God in all of his remembrance of, the Philippians, and that he is offering prayers with rejoicing in light of their view of the participation in the gospel.
So,
And
Trish,
so it
was this a prosperity conference? I can see a picture of everyone holding up money.
No, but it was great. I got to equip the ladies on evangelism.
Oh, that's
Give
great.
them all. They went nuts with the curved illusions. I showed them the curved illusions. They went nuts with that, and then at the very end gave them a whole bunch of million-dollar bill tracts, told them, they were the celebrity millions, by the way, so I told them, pray for who is on your bill, whoever you happen to get,
That's a
if
good
they're not
idea.
dead already, and give them out to somebody by the time you leave. And when I got home, you guys, there were emails in my inbox. I couldn't believe it. And one lady said, used a track, had to stop at the grocery store as soon as I hit Amarillo, took my receipt and told the cashier I wanted to give her something, laid it down instead of into her hand. It's a step.
Yeah.
And then the next email she writes back. She says, at a coffee shop, put it in her hand and asked her to read it.
Oh, that's
So
terrific.
just in that neat little steps, I was just encouraged.
And how many ladies were there again?
About 50. About 50 ladies.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
And now, Trish, if folks want to get a hold of you to ask you to come to speak at their women's conference or
Men's conference.
You had to go there, Ray. You had to go there. Can they just contact you through your website?
Yeah, they could just go to officialtrish.com or right on the Living Waters website, livingwaters.com. I think it's under request or something. I'm not sure, but under the speakers, instead of putting Ray Comfort, just put Trisha Ramos. Sorry, Ray.
I'm just trying to picture you at a conference with 50 ladies teaching them how to do evangelism.
I think I've done that sort of
Have
thing.
you?
Yeah, I think
You've
so.
spoken at women's conferences?
So.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose I was invited to a large pastors' conference, but I turned it down because there wasn't a large pastor. I'm about 5'5".
And with that, Trish, we're going to let you go. We're going to say goodbye. Thanks for the update. And we expect
God
to
bless,
hear
guys.
we
Good
expect
work,
to hear
Trish.
more great things from you next week.
Thanks for your patience.
Okay. God bless, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right. We're going to get to at least one question today, just to
Oh,
make
yeah.
Ron happy. Here we go. Sometimes when I try to share the gospel, someone wrote, Way of the Master style, I run into a problem. Imagine that. The person I'm sharing with is already familiar with the ministry. Sometimes the people have even read Ray's books more than I have and tried to refute everything I say before it is even out of my mouth. I'm not talking about Christians who disagree with the style, but atheists or agnostics who are familiar with the style but disagree with Christianity as a whole. Are they worth arguing with? If so, how should I handle the situation? Have you ever run into people who knew who you were already because they had seen your videos? How did they act, and how did you act? I'm sure you've run into that quite a bit.
I
I've
get
seen
quite
it
a
happen.
bit. Yes, yeah. And so I just say, well, look, bear with me. Let's just go through those commandments anyway and apply them to yourself, because it's something they've never done. When they've watched it with this kind of stand back look, attitude, and I say, come on, you can do it. Let's just go through the commandments. And it's amazing. Yeah, there is conviction of sin because something happens personally when they apply it to themselves. So I would say, let's do it anyway.
There you go. Yeah.
How would you handle it?
I would say call Ray. No, I would do the same thing. Yeah, you've heard us or you've heard Ray talk to others about it, but what about you?
I heard Miguel say in Spanish, He might have something to say.
Does Miguel have something to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I definitely don't let him off the hook there. I want to, like Ray say, go through the commandments, you make it personal, and then you do a hypothetical. I get him to say, hey, okay, if you were being judged under God's law, would you be innocent or guilty? And, they say guilty. So I say, if I'm wrong and you're right, well, no harm done. But if I'm right and you're wrong, then, please consider this. You're going to be in a heap of trouble if that's the case. So definitely follow up at least one more time.
All right, this next question comes in from a young Christian. They say, hello, I'm a young Christian. That's how I knew they were a young Christian, because they wrote it down and everything.
Boy.
Hello, I'm a young Christian and have been getting out and sharing the gospel in my town, though I seem to find I often forget the resurrection in my presentation. Not that I don't consider it important. I guess once I get through the law, judgment, and get to the cross, I tend to focus on the sufferings of Jesus, his perfect payment, etc., and then go right into the need for repentance and faith. Is there anything you could suggest to help me remember the resurrection in my presentation? I realize as Christians we don't live in Good Friday, but in Easter, I get it, and serve a living God.
It's easy to do that, so you just have to practice what you preach.
Yeah.
So it becomes
Very
second
true.
nature, so it just comes. And the Bible says, study to show yourself approved, a workman that needs not be ashamed. So study it, go over it, practice. Practice on the dog, practice on your neighbor. practice on sinners.
Yeah, I do get some strange looks from time to time when I'm open air preaching and rebutting hecklers as I'm walking around the community. I always tell everybody, you're not, if you talk to yourself, you're not crazy until you start to argue with yourself. But I'm out there arguing with myself, handling hecklers, what their responses may be, working on my answers, and going over the gospel again. And so, very, very important, as Ray said, to just practice. If you are out there open air preaching, write out a little outline for yourself. Put it on a note card, something that's maybe not real obvious, but you could refer to. And you know what? Listen to a lot of good teaching on the resurrection. Go to YouTube, watch some videos.
My PA in France, Manuel, sent me waterproof paper and a waterproof pen that's stuck on the wall of my shower so I can write notes and get ideas. It said, no more ideas go down the drain. It's great. But yeah, practice when you're alone. The shower. Practice to preach. Practice what you preach.
On the box at livingwaters.com.
Control yourself.
I am.
Okay.
All right, hey, we're going to revisit, since you mentioned all that, we're going to revisit dating one more time.
Why don't we ask Miguel what's going on with the Spanish ministry? To
We
fill in
did
the last-
that.
Oh,
We already did that. No, this is an easy one, Ray.
1 minute 57.
Okay, a few shows ago, might have been last week, we talked about dating services and that they weren't a real good idea, and we didn't think so, and dating was basically practice for divorce and to see how many people we could upset. And so we got this response. Hello, my name is Dennis. I have used a dating website before, but not for the purpose of dating. I would call it finding friends. Anita's back there cracking up already. She's already seen through you, Dennis, and I haven't even gotten to my point. I recently moved to Washington, and I'm working the graveyard shift. I prayed a lot before going on the website so I could have a real godly approach. I am not for dating either, but I was looking to make a friend because of my strange hours. I thought, why not? What are your opinions about my case?
So you're looking for a girlfriend or a guy friend?
Well, you shouldn't be going to dating services to look for any guy friends.
Yeah.
Can I get a witness?
Yeah, it's okay to have guy friends, but
Yeah, but you don't go to a dating service to get the guy friends.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah,
Right.
it just
No,
makes
you go
sense.
to
Yeah, what's wrong
the
with that?
softball field or something like that. You don't go to... Chad Williams is in the house! Chad's here! Chad's here! Look at that! The now best-selling published author.
It's not out yet.
Yeah. Seal of God. Available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, and a comic book store near you. No!
Squirrel.
You better have brought you bring copies? Sure.
Copy I had away already.
Sure, he pops in the studio. We give him a free promo of the book, and he got no love for us.
I'm bringing it.
He's bringing it. He's bringing it. Man, it's good to see you. All right. We're done. Don't go to your dating websites to find friends.
They just show up in the studio.
You're lying to yourself if you're going to find a girlfriend, but you're not interested in dating. Get over it. Get biblical. Until tomorrow, be encouraged, strengthened, and unafraid. Proclaim the gospel.
Wow.
You're full of it.
Living Waters presents On the Box.